Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster. Okay, this is a fun and kind of improvised speech, but I'm also looking for your engagement with this. So, first of all, do we know the 4 seasons? I'm seeing some nodding heads, right. Now, here's the thing. If you live near the equator, you don't have 4 seasons. You just have raining and not raining. I grew up in Tanzania, in East Africa, and my parents used to go up to Kenya. In Kenya, they're quite near the equator, and they have raining, not raining, raining, not raining. So, why was I thinking about this? I was thinking about how in life we all have seasons. We have times which are like winter, and we have times which are like summer. And I wanted to think about how can we use the framework of seasons to help us in our life. So let's start with winter. And I'll say that I'm very inspired by a mentor who helped me with coming up with some of these ideas. So first off, what's winter about? What do you associate with winter? Anyone in the audience?
Cold.
Cold, snow. And is winter easy or what's that?
Soup.
Soup, yeah. And is winter easy or is it hard? Hard.
Hard.
So I was waiting for someone to say easy just to mess with me. But yeah, winter's hard. It's hard work. We're slipping on the ice. We're wrapping up extra warm. All of a sudden, we're worried about freezing outside. No, winter is the season of challenge, of difficulty. In nature, it's when all the insects get cleared away in time for a new year. Now, we all have winters in our life. These are the moments of setback. These are the moments when things go wrong. Maybe these are the moments when there's not much happening. Here's the thing. You can't get rid of January by tearing it off the calendar. No, you can't wish it was easier. The thing to learn from winter is how can we do things better? How can we handle this situation we're in, these challenges, and move forward gracefully despite the adversity around us? There's winter. Let's go to our next season. And you guys are going to be able to guess exactly where we're going with this. We're now in spring, beautiful spring. And what do we associate with spring? What are the words that come up for you guys? Yeah, flowers.
Oh.
What else?
Bloom.
Bloom.
Allergies.
Allergies. Your season of challenge never ends.
Lighting up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rainstorms, yeah.
Now, are any of you from farming communities? Okay. What does spring mean to a farmer? Planting. Yeah. So, spring, and here's one for you. Think about the spring in your life. Spring is the season of planting. It's the season of opportunity. After challenge, after adversity, after becoming stronger, we now have an opportunity to plant, to seize new opportunities, to head out into new directions. Here's the thing. Farmers have to get good at planting in the spring, or they have to get good at begging in the fall. You can't reap what you don't sow. So, think about in your life, where could you be looking for a new job, a new client, a new relationship, a new idea, a new start, a new direction, a new little inspiration for you? We'll jump to our next season. And we're in summer, glorious summer. What comes to you guys when you think about summer? Hot.
Miserable. Because I live in mosquitoes. Water, swimming.
Water, swimming, hot. What did you say, Twyla?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. I'm getting a common theme. You guys don't like any of the seasons at the moment. So.
I like one you haven't talked about yet.
So here's the thing about summer. Are any of you gardeners? Do any of you have a good garden?
Flowers.
Flowers? Yeah?
I have pasta garden.
Okay.
Really cool.
Well, if you were a farmer, you'd have a big field. If you're a gardener, you have your beautiful garden. And in summer, everything is growing. It's all at its biggest. Everything's looking beautiful. In spring, we seized opportunity by planting. In summer, everything's growing. Here's the thing. What do we have to do if we're looking after a garden? I'm sure at some point you guys have done a little gardening. What are we looking out for?
Those worms in the weeds, cut the weeds.
The weeds and what else? Yeah. No critters, no weeds. Maybe we got to put some fertilizer out. It's about protecting. It's about maintaining what we planted in the spring. We can't have great things in our life if we start things but we don't follow them through. If we don't look after the stuff that we start out on. Maybe you joined Toastmasters, but then you stopped showing up to give speeches. Maybe you started a new job, but you got distracted after a month or two, and now it's a bit more tenuous how it's going to go there. All good things get attacked at some point, and every good garden needs a gardener that will look after it all summer. Our last season. We're now in fall. We're in autumn. And what's autumn about to you?
Cozy sweaters, coffee, books.
Yeah?
It's my favorite season.
Comfort. Dying. Oh my gosh.
They're beautiful. A beautiful flowers. I mean, beautiful leaves, gorgeous, but everything just starts to fall. See, think of it as the start of renewal.
Yeah. Well, before we get into renewal, if we follow through on our little theme of having opportunities, of taking care of them, autumn is the season where anyone in agriculture is harvesting. This is where we reap the good of what we've sown. And we've got to do it gracefully. If we worked hard in the spring, there's a lot to reap now. We've got a lot of benefits. But if we didn't work hard before, and we look at what we have now and we're not happy about it, we can't complain about our lot. What we have to do is think about what are we going to do differently next year. What season of life are you in? And what do you want to do next in your next season of life? Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.